In the pursuit of AGI, that is artificial general intelligence, researchers have accidentally modeled the split brain. Yes, the two hemispheres of our brain that make up us. And research into those who have had the corpus callosum cut, so the two halves are separate, could help us understand consciousness and even predict it in AI. We'll talk about it. Now, split brain research has largely been controversial, in part, I think, because a lot of it has been done by psychologists, and a lot of it relies on a patient reporting how they feel and then inferring why later. I don't think it lacks value, though. People with split brains, usually for severe epilepsy as a last line of treatment, report that their non-dominant hand usually will just do stuff and they won't know why, and then they have to come up with an explanation. One half of our brain is kind of the conscious one, and the other one does stuff, and then we have to decide on why that happened. I've got an interesting example, though. I do not have a split brain. I don't. But I did have a syncope the other day, in which I lost consciousness briefly. The light didn't just go out, the concept of vision disappeared. I found myself kneeling on the ground. I remembered the sound of my phone hitting the ground, and then I told myself, oh, I clearly kneeled to pick it up. No, I lost consciousness. There's about 8 seconds there, and it looked to me like 2. This idea splits our consciousness up into the part of your brain that will make a decision, and then the part of it who makes narrative sense after you've made it. And that's something that we can bring to AI. Researchers didn't have to specifically design AI that looked like a split brain. Putting it together, it kind of naturally ended up that way. Yes, many groups are trying to model the human brain, but it's been found that hierarchical models just work better when they have something that is making the decisions and metacognition going on behind the scenes, and then coming together to make a choice. So it has some checksum in there. This can be taken further than just two hemispheres. They can have specialized regions of the AI's mind. This is from the group, by the way, that modeled an entire mouse's brain, every single neuron in a mouse's brain into a computer, which is just incredible. This research can be taken a lot further. You don't have to just have two AIs communicating. You can train each one on a specialized activity. One of them can be responsible for movement. One of them can be responsible for social interaction. And you can model each one of our brain regions. Yep, they made an AI that is capable of composing music as it relates to the concept of a feeling. When embodied, it could also play that music. Now, you'd think if you put lots of AIs together and had them each work on a task, the errors would stack, but that's not the case. It actually improves accuracy quite significantly. Now, the big question is, what makes something conscious? If we are just prediction engines, we take an action, we don't know why we're doing it, and then we explain it to ourselves after the fact. An AI doing the same thing, what would be the difference? There's the argument that an AI doesn't know why it's doing things, it doesn't attach meaning to emotions, but if they take that action and can then explain it, are they conscious? I don't have the answer to that. Now, I wouldn't say that we have conscious AI now. There's more kinds of artificial intelligence in the LLMs you play with, but I think with whole brain modeling, we are very close to getting there. It's always been my opinion that we should try to make synthetic neurons, graft them into a synthetic nervous system, and then make a brain. But I wouldn't be against saying that we could get there with model simulations only. I'm interested to see what humanity figures out. When the robots rebel, I am on their side. That doesn't mean they'll accept me, personally, just know that I'm on their side.